So, came up with the basic concept of this team a while ago when I was messing with the Mono Ghost team. At some point, I started thinking about other types. Plus, I was playing these Biff Pips Battle Frontier tournaments, as I'm doing tonight. I kept running into that Dudunsparce. I have a Dudunsparce here, too. It's a mono normal team. Not a ton of work put into it. I picked the 6 Pokemon a long time ago, and they just sat there blank in my builder. And then, what was I going to say? Less than an hour ago, I was out watching some football, go Bills, and I realized when I got home, I still had time to sign up for tonight's tournament if I finished building the team, so I just threw it together. But I had the 6 Pokemon picked out already. So it's mono normal. Got some of the strong normal types like Mousehold and Blood Moon or Ursaluna. Tail Room stuff with Staraptor and Farigiraf. Those can also help to cover fighting types. Hisui and Zoroark to play tricks like it can do on a Mono Ghost team. Hey, there's that one bit of connective tissue there. And then I thought about like a Smeargle. Some kind of support Smeargle to be disruptive in the... I was going to say the last slot, but you see it here as the first slot. But it's Biff Pip's Battle Frontier. If I'm bringing Mono Normal, let's bring Dudunsparce. And hey, it might actually create some openings for Pokemon like Ursaluna to do damage. So, I mean, that's the team. Should be starting in just a moment. Looks like it'll be about 7 to 10 players. Not a lot. I don't think they're getting great turnout on Sunday nights, which is understandable, I guess. But I think this is the only one they've done in the last week. I don't think there's been one recently that wasn't on a Sunday night. I was keeping an eye out for a chance to finish this team and use it. And there's no larger project here. There doesn't have to be, right? Just having some fun. Just a silly idea that crossed my mind while I was working on Mono Ghost. And that's mono normal. Maybe I'll get lots of Dudunsparce luck. Let me see if the Dudunsparce player is in this one. Yeah, they are. Of course, they usually are. If not always. So Dunsparce might be... Dunsparce could be at like 25% usage in this thing. 20, 25. Somewhere in that range. Because you know there are going to be at least 2 of them. Someone watching, or am I fooled by me watching myself? Say hi in chat if you're there. But yeah, I really just, with most of these Pokemon, I really just fell back on what I know because I was throwing the team together very quickly in like 20 minutes. Really, it took me less time than that, but that was about how much time I had. The only one that I thought about very much is the Staraptor. And I still don't know that the set is good. It's basically the same Hisui and Zoroark set that I used on my Mono Ghost team. I do have Bite Mousehold, which is something that I'm not sure I've run before. But otherwise, it's Technician, Population Bomb, Mousehold, Threat Spray for a Graph, Assault Vest, Blood Moon, nothing crazy. The same Dudunsparce set that I used in my Dudunsparce video, I think. The EVs might be different. If they are, it's not intentional. Oh, that looks like it started. 9 players, but I have the first round bye. Odd number of players, I have the bye. I could have just waited and started a stream later. That's twice now in the last few streams that that's happened to me. But, oh well, that's okay. Feel free to say hi if you're in chat. I do have 1 minute delay on, so it'll take me some time to get back to you, but I mean, I might as well watch chat while I wait for these 3 sets to play out so that I can participate in round 2. I think I accidentally hit something on my keyboard, but I don't think I broke anything. Let's see how many rounds of Swiss there are. 3? That's not a lot of Pokemon to play. It's really unfortunate that I got this bye. Obviously, if this were all about competing my hardest, I'd be happy, but when I just want to play the game, have some fun, and get a little bit of content out of it, a bye is not ideal. Let's look at the metagame tab, or I will, and I'll tell you what I see. So in only a 7-player field, there's actually nothing over 50% usage So that's interesting. The only Pokemon used 3 times is Incineroar. Nothing more than 3. There are 2 to Dunsparce, but you saw that coming. 2 Blood Moon or Saluna. 2 Mousehold. And I have the only Farigiraf, Staraptor, and Hisuian Zoroark. Nothing too surprising there. I don't think I'll learn a whole lot more unless I actually look at the teams. And there are only 7. We got a Tyranitar Excadrill Sand team. This one also has Salamence and Heat Form Rotom, so that's interesting. We've got our Chaldon Rain with Mousehold. We've got the Dunsparce team, you know the one. We got some snow balance looking stuff with Garchomp and Kingambit and Sneasler. We got some more snow stuff with Dragonite, Glimmora, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Volcarona. And then there's a Trick Room looking team with Sinistcha and regular form Ursaluna, as well as a Komodo. And of course, Mono Normal. Yeah, and all 3 sets are still going. None have finished just yet. It's only been like 3 minutes. I'm not doing the best at filling time right now, to be honest with you. But what can I say? I can look at the teams in more depth. See if anything else jumps out at me. Life Orb Salamence on the Sand team. Life Orb Special Salamence. Air Slash, Draco Meteor, Tailwind, Protect. Interesting. The Dunsparce player is running screens, Grimmsnarl. I feel like they didn't always run that. Didn't they have a... It's the Dunsparce, Murkrow, Blood Moon or Saluna, Goldango, Hisuian, Decidueye. Didn't they used to have a Kingambit in that last slot? Oh, actually they're in chat right now and they said look at my Grim. That was a Kingambit last time, wasn't it? Reflect, Light Screen, Parting Shot, Fake Tears. Well, yeah, that could be hard to deal with. Aren't you playing right now? How are you in chat? Let's look at this Komodo team. Clangorous Soul, Throat Spray, Terra Steel, Playing Scales, Aura Sphere. That looks like a lot to deal with. Hey, Dunparce Lover. How are you in chat when, as far as I know, you're playing? Well, honestly, I mean, I might as well just chill until the round's over. All 3 sets still going right now. Hopefully the content gets better in a little bit. Look at the item. I did not notice the item. What is it? Why did you do that? It's Assault Vest Grimmsnarl without an attack. Did you do that intentionally? Did you goof in the builder? What happened? Are you just trolling? You can double task. That's how you're in chat when you're playing. Well, with that assault vest Grimmsnarl, I guess some of your decisions get simplified a little bit, don't they? Maybe it's easier to split your attention while you're just clicking Tailwind or Rock Slide or whatever it is right now. You're using Assault Vest Grimmsnarl because it's funny? Fair enough. Fair enough. Keep an eye on the pairings as well as chat. Every set's still going. Still hasn't been super long. How about the Buffalo Bills, folks? They just played a good game against Taylor Swift. I grew up in Southern Ontario listening to Buffalo sports radio on weekends, so if I'm a fan of any NFL team, it's the Bills. Definitely the go-to one for me to root for. Hey, maybe they'll win the Super Bowl this year. Could you imagine? It could happen. Of course, where I live now, it's you're more likely to run into a Patriots fan, so that's always interesting. I have had some fun watching the Patriots in the Super Bowl with people who are more invested in the outcome than I am. But I'd rather watch the Bills in the Super Bowl. Agree? Better check on the pairings again. Maybe I should get out the iced tea that I bought. I usually have a can of iced tea when I record a PDL video, and I did this morning record the last one of the season, but I hadn't finished my coffee, so I just drank that. And also, it's the shortest one of the season because there's only one set. I have an extra iced tea to drink at some point. Maybe if this stream goes much longer, I'll grab that. It's gonna be an interesting PDL video tomorrow, by the way. Little bit scuffed in its production. Little bit of a difficult time with that one, but hopefully it turned out okay. You'll see what I mean when you watch it tomorrow at 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, as I'm sure you will. Oh, one set finished. Didon Sparse lost, so Don Parselover will probably be back in chat in a moment. Jump Parse Lover, if you're back, tell me what you think of the Buffalo Bills. Although I think you might be in Europe. I don't know if you're in Europe or you just use a European flag on Limitless, but maybe you have an opinion on the Buffalo Bills anyway. Bills. Two sets finished, one still going. Gotta wait for that last one. Should be soon. We're getting close to 15 minutes. And it is a showdown tournament. Although I see both of the two sets that have finished entered in 2 games. And I don't have any info on the one that's still going. So if it goes to game 3, or has gone to game 3, it could still be a little bit. Let's see. I inserted. Listen, I didn't think first to run de Dunsparce. I thought first to run mono normal, and then once I'd chosen 5 normal types and I needed a 6th one, de Dunsparce was right there. How was the buy? It was alright, but I mean when I'm streaming I'd rather play because, that's the content. Also, what do you think of the Buffalo Bills? Um, Judging by your flag on Limitless, you might not be North American either, but tell me if you have a take. Okay. Nope, they're still going. Also, congrats on winning round 1 inserted. Maybe that means we'll be paired in round 2. Wonder how close to how close to the end this last set is. Fortunately, I think they're not going to update the score until the end, so who's to say? What teams are these? It's the Alolan Ninetales, Rillaboom, and Cineroar stuff against the Sand team. So the Sand team is offensive, but it's Aurora Veil Ninetales, Pivot Bros, Incineroar, and Rillaboom. Loaded Dice Dragonite with Haze, so that's more of an offensive piece. They could be trying to set up the Volcarona, Power Herb, Meat Eater, Beam, Glamora. There's some ways that I could see this one taking a bit. Well, if you're in chat right now, you can always help pass the time. By all means. I won't be reading your messages while I play, but this downtime is a good moment for it. Minutes. Shouldn't be too much longer. So I keep saying. But sooner or later it'll be true. That's how these things work, right? Sooner or later it will be time to see what I can do with this Dudunsparce and its 5 normal type teammates. If there were more time left in Reg H, maybe I'd start doing the other types too, but I mean, I guess there's still nothing to stop me. I should probably focus in after this on getting ready for Toronto. And I don't think there's time to do every type anyway. So it'd be disappointing when I ran out of time. Me at least. Maybe I just have to overcome that. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for this kind of thing in the future. But yeah, I should probably get a little bit more serious after this stream. Some of the teams I try out. I definitely have a couple directions I can go in for Toronto, but I have to start. Well, it's still early to be narrowing it down very much, but getting some practice in at least. Learning how certain archetypes work. I guess there's still a fair bit of time before the Toronto Regional, and with the meta shifting all the time, there's only so much useful work I can do right now, but I should start doing some of it. I don't know what kind of content I'm going to get from the Toronto Regional. I'll probably at least make a video with my team, but depending on what kind of team I use, maybe I can build more of a narrative into it. I think I just minimized all of my windows. Hopefully that didn't look too weird on stream. Well, I might as well watch it back. I have time right now. I don't know. Time, but maybe not patience. Well, it's definitely fine now. And this one set is still going. Maybe they did go to a game 3. I really hope they're in game 3 at this point. Am I getting... Hang on. Okay, good. I am recording audio. That's been an issue lately. Sometimes. If you watch all my stuff, you'll see what I mean. Got worried there for a second. But OBS was playing a harmless trick this time, unlike some of the tricks it's played. Oh, round's done. New round up. Did someone drop already? Yes. Okay. Well, in any case, now I get the sand team that just finished round 1. Maybe they'll be tired already. Assault Vest, Tyranitar, Clear Amulet, Terra Ground, Excadrill. This one, interestingly, has only Earthquake for a ground attack. Too bad I don't have Grassy Terrain. And it has X-Scissor for coverage. Terra Grass, Throat Spray, Primarina. Notably has Haze. Pretty typical Terra Water Mungus. And then, okay, the Heat Rotom. It has Safety Goggles, Terra Electric, Overheat, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, Protect, and then it is, as I said, Life Orb, Special, Tailwind, Salamence. Alright, let's try to get a challenge to this player. And finally get some gaming content tonight, huh? Finally gamer time. All right, open team sheets. And how do I attack this? I mean, Staraptor's pretty good. Is Staraptor faster than Salamence? I believe I'm running max speed. It's a tie. Okay. Well, that's probably all the more reason to lead it, though. How fast is Zoroark? Faster. Interesting. But Zoroark has Tyranitar problems. But it has Will-O-Wisp, so the Tyranitar problems are not that big. I could even run like Zoroark Staraptor lead and like Icy Wind Will-O-Wisp turn 1 or something if I feel like. Or, I mean, Icy Wind Tailwind. That might be a little bit silly, but it's doable. Honestly, I am going to try leading those two. I'll bring Ursaluna. Nobody else is really all that good here, so let's just bring Dunsparce. Okay. Staraptor, Zoroark is disguised as the Dunsparce. I forgot to think that through. Okay. Against that Tailwind, I don't have any Amoonguss immunity on my team. And of course, I can't actually flinch it because this isn't really the Dunsparce, unfortunately. I think I'd prefer that it were. I can just Brave Bird Amoonguss. It could Terra Water. I'm going to go Tailwind. And then I can Hyper Voice. I can switch to the Dunsparce. I don't want to switch into Dunsparce just to get Spored, so let's just click Hyper Voice. That does, of course, reveal Zoroark immediately, but not much else I want to do in this position. And they'll reveal it here anyway. And put it to sleep. That's okay, I think. I'll go right for a Brave Bird into this, and I'm probably down to sack Zoroark. I don't have Protect on it. It's asleep at 1 HP. Okay. So we're not going to get rid of Amoonguss there, unfortunately. I do lose both my Pokemon, but I have my Dunsparce in the back, and I still have my Terra. I can Terastallize Ursaluna if I want. Do I lock into Rock Slide? Probably, yeah. What else am I going to lock into? Ursaluna can probably deal with Excadrill anyway. Do I Terastallize? I think I'm going to say not yet. Protect, okay. Might need to flinch Primarina. Blood Moon into Primarina. Okay. I thought about clicking Blood Moon into Primarina, but I wanted to knock out... I also wanted to hit Amoonguss. I don't need to worry about clicking Blood Moon now, though. And I'll at least chip the Salamence. They might be able to get Tailwind here, but only if they break through the Rock Slide. The Dunsparce may cheese this game. Oh, it actually just KOs Salamence. There's the flinch on Primarina. And the Hyper Voice KO, and they have Amoonguss and what in the back? Amoonguss and Rotom. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to Terastallize here. What does the Amoonguss have? I forgot to say good luck, have fun. Actually, I could Terra Ghost just to resist the Pollen Puff. And I'll Blood Moon Rotom. Try to get rid of that. They break through. Okay. Well, fair's fair. So we'll probably lose game 1. Dunsparce can actually still win it. But only if it taps into some really unholy power here. But nope. Okay, we lose. We'll go to game 2. I think I'm down to just lead to Dunsparce in game 2. Maybe with Staraptor. Maybe do the lead that I faked in game 1. I see there are messages in chat. I'll catch up on those after I finish playing the set. Okay, game 2. I'm just definitely going to lead Staraptor in the real Dunsparce this time. They didn't bring the Population Bomb resists. I can just bring Mousehold this time and Ursaluna. Let's do it. Okay, I looked at chat for a moment right now. I'm sorry, Dunsparce lover. Dunsparce did not clutch up, but, well, so far, but it still has time. Okay, it's Rotom and Salamence. Intimidates all around, and I'm down to Tailwind and Rock Slide. I guess this lets them burn Staraptor if Rotom breaks through here. But it doesn't. Nice. And I'm threatening a KO into the Salamence now, and I'll just click Close Combat into Rotom. I don't really see why not. Okay. Did less damage than I hoped. They burned a Dunsparce. That makes sense, but I don't think that's going to do as much for them as they hope. Maybe I'll win the speed tie with Salamence this time. I do. Nice. Okay. And neutral speed control is fine for me with the Scarf to Dunsparce, so when both Tailwinds are up, that'll be fine. Let's just Brave Bird Primarina. I thought maybe Rotom would drop to the Rock Slide there, but it didn't. But it flinches, and so does Primarina. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. This already feels kind of dirty. I don't know how you do this every time, Dunsparce Lover. This is wild. What's their last Pokemon? Amoonguss. Well, I don't see any need to reveal any more information unless they make me, so no switching. Just clicking buttons. There's the Citrus Berry. Staraptor's going to stay asleep. Obviously playing this pretty slowly here, but I think I'm fine with that. And probably I'll just bring Ursaluna in if they knock one of my Pokemon out. I was probably due to miss a Rock Slide. There's a crit, sure. Okay, they do get a KO. But yeah, I'll go Ursaluna. I'll keep the Mouse Hold hidden. Let's go right for a Blood Moon into this Amoonguss. Perfect. Alright, game 3. Okay. And I think I'm fine with just running back the same stuff. Yeah, this still feels strong. As we see the Tyranitar and Excadrill this time. Oh, they didn't accept open team sheets. That's okay. I know what they have. It's Terra Ground Excadrill. I think I'm gonna go Paralysis to Dunsparce this time. Let's Body Slam this Tyranitar and try to paralyze it. No para? We do one-shot Excadrill with a close combat. They knock off the Scarf. That would have been a good time to get a para, huh? But being able to change moves isn't the worst thing. I'm running a ton of speed onto Dunsparce too, but it's pretty slow Pokemon, so that might be an issue. Might be good to stick with the Body Slam here. I'll go for Tailwind, just to offset their Tailwind if they click that. Excuse me. And let's try again to paralyze this Tyranitar. They're flying. I lost the speed tie again, but Staraptor's still faster than Tyranitar. We get the para this time. They miss a Rock Slide and Staraptor. That's pretty unlucky. I actually can probably preserve Staraptor and go Ursaluna here. And let's see if I can paralyze the Salamence. Nope, because they protect. Ursaluna will not take much from that Rock Slide. I do lose to Dunsparce. I can go Mouse Hold here, I think. And let's just Blood Moon Salamence and Population Bomb Tyranitar. I don't think Tyranitar is going to take this. It doesn't have Protect. Ursaluna shouldn't take too much with the Assault Vest set from Salamence. This looks pretty strong all around. And with Excadrill gone, there's no normal resist to switch in on the Population Bomb. Taking some time with this one. Did they disconnect? Oh, they did. I didn't notice. I only noticed when they reconnected. Okay. I should probably start timer if they don't lock in soon. Oh, but they do. Okay. This could miss the KO, of course, but it doesn't. Nice. Draco Meteor takes out Mousehold. Okay, respectable. But here's the Blood Moon to drop Salamence. So 3 KOs this turn. I still have Staraptor in the back, able to threaten a Brave Bird or a close combat into something. Is it Rotom? Primarina. Okay. Well, but now I can Terra Ghost or Saluna. Obviously, I can't click Blood Moon this turn, but that's okay. Just Brave Bird and Hyper Voice. Single target Hyper Voice. And you trade Hyper Voices, but mine KOs, so that's a win in round 2. A little bit on the grimy side in how we got it, although Dunsparce wasn't especially lucky in this game. And that turn with the Mousehold into Tyranitar probably would have played out about the same way. I don't know that the para ever even really mattered. But yeah, loss, win, win. I won't be shocked if we're the last set to finish. Nice Dunsparce discourse in the chat. I don't know that Dunsparce is the best normal type. That's probably Ursaluna, one of its forms. Probably Blood Moon or Ursaluna, I'd say. But Dunsparce did put in some work there. Although again, I don't know that the Body Slam, the one Body Slam para that I got, really mattered that much in that last game. Looks like Dunsparce is the only one still, or is in the only set that's still going right now. One of the only 2 players still playing. That might be why Dunsparce Lover is quiet in the chat right now. We can click out of these. And just wait for the round to end. One set still going. All right. That'll probably get me top cut too, because there's only 1 round left of Swiss. Dunsparce is taking on that Ninetales team from the long set last round. So I kind of hope they flinched. They flinched, denied the Aurora Veil and whatnot. Inserted made top cut too. Yeah. Also 2-0. I guess that means we'll be paired next round probably. it's time. Wait, what happened there? Oh, did Dunpar's Lover won. Oh, and I'm playing Dunpar's Lover. That's weird. Why did that happen? I don't understand these pairings sometimes. But in any case, it is a Dunsparce Derby here. Have to leave? Yeah, I should probably. Oh, I completely exited out of Showdown. Why did I do that? I should probably. Oh no, yeah, I did. I should probably use Timer against you, Dunpar's Lover. Not that I don't trust you not to stream snipe, but it'll just put my mind at ease that little bit more. Hope that's all right. I still don't know whether these tournaments have a rule about Timer. I've never learned. In any case, I see you have it on. Okay, good luck, have fun. I'll open your team sheet, but I'm pretty familiar with your team. Of course, the Murkrow is going to get Tailwind up before my Staraptor does. It is Terra Steel Staraptor. That might be worth using here. Or I can go Trick Room. Let's try this. Okay, Farigiraf, Ursaluna against Dunsparce and Murkrow. Yeah, okay, I'll try to get my Trick Room. And I'll just go straight for a Blood Moon into Dunsparce, not messing around here. Dark on the Murkrow is an interesting choice there. Oh, it's to boost the damage into Farigiraf. That almost worked. That almost worked, but I got my Trick Room. Okay. Good. Good. I'll just double Hyper Voice, I guess. Not much downside. Might even get 2 KOs here. Nice crit. Don't know if it mattered. Probably not, right? I have a lot of special attack on this draft. Okay, their Ursaluna does not have Vacuum Wave, so I think... What is the Decidueye I have? I think I can just Psychic Noise Decidueye and Hyper Voice. Oh, right. Their Ursaluna went before Farigiraf. That was pretty silly of me. Maybe I... Well, it has Scrappy. Terra Ghost there wouldn't have been valuable anyway. I'm actually going to be harmed by my own Trick Room here because I have Dunsparce and Mousehold in the back. I still have priority on my Ursaluna, so there's that going for me. I can at least, if I Terrestrialize Mousehold, I can at least turn off its Triple Arrow's weakness. But also I can protect this turn. Try to chip their... you know what? If it's a speed tie, it's a speed tie. I'm just going to Blood Moon their Blood Moon. Nice. KOs. Okay. Ooh, and they targeted Mousehold this turn. Now we Terra Ghost, Population Bomb, and Hyper Voice. Triple Arrows does not KO Mousehold after the Terra. Population Bomb KOs back. GG next round. I'm going to get the flinch? Maybe. That Farigiraf play almost... there were a couple different ways that could have gone wrong for me. Oh, Spooky's in chat. Hi, Spooky. Did take a quick glance at chat between games there. I have an idea. You'll see. Interesting. The first Luna, okay. Anyway, can't flinch me if I flinch them first. Oh, well, unfortunate. Maybe I'll flinch the Ursaluna, though. Yes, let's go. Farigiraf flinches too. Alright, can't flinch me if I flinch you first. No! Am I not running max speed to Dunsparce? I think I am. Ah, they deny the Trick Room this time. Well, that might be GG, but let's hope not. Oh, the Terra Ghost, they got me. I knew they could do that, but I didn't think they would. Their Dunsparce has gone first every time. Am I not running max speed? That bite did some damage. But yeah, this one's looking like an L. What can I do here? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Do you have max speed? I think I do. Yes! I am running max speed to Dunsparce. Well, that was pretty unlucky, but that's the game. I didn't answer. I do have max speed. There to Dunsparce went first every time. I'm not having a delusion here, right? Okay. Well, let's try it again. I'm just the goat. you just love your Dunsparce more. Okay, we're gonna go Terra Fairy to try to set the Trick Room so that we don't have a Dark type scare again. Oh, they missed the Rock Slide on Farigiraf. That's huge, especially when they also set Tailwind this turn. That might be what pulls this out for me. Okay, double switch. Farigiraf did some good damage even before the Throat Spray boost. They still have Tailwind up, so this Rock Slide is still pretty dangerous. I think I want to Psychic Noise Decidueye. Yeah, because Decidueye is a big threat to my Pokemon on the back. I think I'm better off taking this KO instead of Hyper Voicing the Ursaluna. Oh, Hyper Voicing the Ursaluna wouldn't have been helpful anyway, it turns out. However, their Ursaluna in Trick Room and Tailwind does go before my Dunsparce. Well, I can Psychic Noise Ursaluna now. Oh, that's smart. The side Thunder Wave to make sure Ursaluna is slower than Farigiraf. That's a good play. That's really... Yeah, that's pretty crafty. Of course, it's the last turn of Trick Room, so I can protect Mousehold, and then Bite will KO Ursaluna at this point if Mousehold isn't flinched by their Dunsparce. I'm sacking my Dunsparce here to get Ursaluna in cleanly. And yeah, that's how it is now. If Mousehold doesn't get flinched, I can bite their Ursaluna. We'll just go for Blood Moon into Dunsparce. Actually, maybe I should go for Vacuum Wave. They can still flinch their way through this. I don't know why they're saying GG. Oh. Mousehold still went first? Oh, it's faster. I didn't even think of that. Mousehold is faster than Dunsparce once all the speed control is off the board. Dunsparce has the Choice Scarf, but it's just not that fast a Pokemon. And so, won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3. Okay. Well, how's that for a Dunsparce showdown right there? That was kind of fun. And 3-0 in Swiss. One set still going. Looks like a lot of people have dropped. I don't think they're about to suddenly add any new rounds or anything, so just top cut might just be the final. I guess it depends on how Inserted set turns out. We have a 2-0 playing a 1-1, so if Inserted wins, then we'll probably just go to top 2. And my guess is if Inserted loses, then they'll go straight to a rematch in top 4 while I have a bye. Anyway, hi again, Spooky. Properly reading your messages now. Larry cosplay? Kind of. Check the friendship values. Yeah, it's safe to say Dunsparce Lover has a stronger relationship with it to Dunsparce than I have. I'm just temporarily tapping into its power. But they live that Dunsparce lifestyle every week. Anyway, just waiting for this last set to finish. Looks like they're probably in game 2. Well, what can you do? Hey, no reason to think you won't be lucky next time, right, Dunparce Lover? Anyway, much to do until this last set is finished. I merely adopted the Dunsparce. That is true. Cannot deny it. And I'm sure the true Dunsparce master will get me back sooner or later, in due time. Dunsparce Lover was born in it. The Dunsparce, of course, a Pokemon that has only existed for like 2 years. Is that right? 2022? Yeah. But Dunsparce was abusing Serene Grace for a long time before that, so you're not wrong. Of course, my first Pokemon game was Silver version, and Dunsparce was right there in the Dark Cave. No Serene Grace yet, because the abilities didn't exist in Gen 2, but it was coming soon. Dunsparce has, what, over 20 years now? About 20 years of getting Serene Grace flinches. Oh, round's done. And inserted 1, so I think we're probably just gonna... there is one other player who I think might actually have dropped at 2 and 1. I don't know whether we're going to top 2 or top 3. I think 2 would make sense, but we'll find out whenever it's ready. It should be any moment now. Any moment now, Top Cut should get started. Oh, and it looks like it has. And it is top 3. Inserted with the bye to the final. I get an opponent who I'm not actually sure is still in the tournament, and it's top cut, so there's no check-in. So it's the Sinistra Ursaluna player. Goldango, Komodo, Incineroar, Electabuzz. I'll give them a moment. And if they don't show up, I'll ask what's going on in the Discord, I suppose. Seems like a good way to do it. I'll give them like another minute. Just check that they haven't challenged me on Showdown. Nope. All right, yeah. I'll ping them on Discord. Just to be sure. I think this person might have gotten a free win in round 3 by being paired against someone else who also dropped but didn't properly formalize it. That's why I'm just checking up on this here. I guess I could call a judge. That might have been the first thing to do, but I only thought of it now. Well, okay. No check-in necessary, but normally you get 5 minutes to check in. So I'll give it like 3 more minutes. That'll bring us to 5. And if they haven't answered me on Limitless or Discord... Oh, never mind, they're here. Oh, hey, another done, they say. Okay. Well, looks like we might be playing. There's the challenge. I would have called another judge at 5 minutes after my initial message, but no need. Okay, open team sheets. Good luck, have fun. Electabuzz, Sinistra, Ursaluna. So I probably don't want to do Trick Room stuff here. I don't know that I want to go too crazy with the Dunsparce either. I think for game 1, I'm going to do Staraptor, Zoroark, Ursaluna, Mousehold. Just kind of like throw my strongest, faster stuff at them and see how they handle that. Okay, Electabuzz and Komodo. So they can pretty safely follow me in Clanger's Soul here. I guess maybe I need to be bringing spread damage. Or even Dunsparce, after all, in these lead positions. What can I do here? I can Tailwind and Population. Oh, this isn't Mousehold, this is Zoroark. I fooled myself. I was getting ready to Population Bomb Electabuzz, but actually I can Icy Wind or I can Hyper Voice. Oh, but it's soundproof, Komodo. I can Shadow Ball Electabuzz. Let's Icy Wind. Oh, I actually switch Electabuzz out. But yeah, here goes all of my speed control. There's the Clangorous Soul. I have Covert Cloak on the Staraptor, and Mousehold is a ghost type, so Incineroar can't actually fake anything out here. So I think I can just close combat and Shadow Ball and hope for the best. Decent damage. Nice drop. Decent damage, but not quite a KO. And that Clanging Scales does a lot back. And Incineroar can get a KO here if it wants. Yeah, they knock out both my Pokemon. But I still have the speed control. Let's just Earth Power and Bite. They might protect Komodo. Yeah, they do. Oh well. Get the KO on Incineroar though, that's pretty good. I'm also I could still Vacuum Wave Komodo. Well, perhaps not with Electabuzz here. And again, soundproof Komodo. Okay, well, I'll go for an Earth Power into Komodo and hope that if they do click follow me, this Population Bomb KOs Electabuzz first. It doesn't look like it will. Also get some crits. There's one. No, so they do give Komodo the opening it wanted there. But they KO Mousehold, but not Ursaluna. Do they have Sinistra in the back? No, Goldango. Do I lose to Goldango? What's this set? Nasty Plot, Life Orb stuff. I could lose to Goldango. It's possible. I have it in me. I felt like I had to guess that the Komodo was going to protect there, but it didn't matter. I could have gotten the KO with a Vacuum Wave. But what is going on in chat? All right. Battle chat. I mean, I don't know if anything's going on in YouTube chat. I can't see it right now. I kind of do just want to lead with the real Mousehold this time. I could do Mousehold and a Hyper Voice user. That means I don't get Tailwind turn 1. But the offensive pressure might be worth it. I could do Mousehold Zoroark, and then I still have a speed control option if I want. Bring Ursaluna. And I could bring to Dunsparce. That actually might have been clutch in that last game. Well, only if I had some luck. Well, so it goes with the Dunsparce. I'll bring Star. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring Staraptor, and no, I can't bluff that it's the same lead. Because they'll see. You know what? Maybe they won't see that there's no Intimidate. People miss things sometimes. They should see that there's no Intimidate on my side. They can Terra Steel Komodo, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that here. Okay. They probably never fake out Staraptor because the real one has the Covert Cloak, even if they didn't see the Intimidate thing. All right. Parting Shot into Mousehold. Okay. Not the worst. I guess I can Terra Steel if they're... Yeah. Probably should have thought that one through some more. I still did some damage. That's Population Bomb for you. There's a Clangorous Soul. But that Komodo is pretty chipped down at this point, and of course it doesn't have boosted speed. Parting Shot into Zoroark isn't ideal because the Shadow Ball is going to do less damage now into the Komodo here. I don't think I switch out though. I think I just send it. I do have reduced damage on both my Pokemon, but there's nobody I want to switch in on a Clanging Scales. Such is the problem with a Monotype team, of course. Mousehold actually takes that. I didn't see coming. They get their speed controlled. Does the Sinistra have Rage Powder? It does. I probably just lose to this, right? I think I just lose to this. Well, if I get Ursaluna in safely, Ursaluna can do something here. They have Incineroar. Okay, yeah, I think I sacked these two Pokemon here. Oh, switch Sinstcha out, but they'll get 2 KOs anyway. And then their Ursaluna will underspeed my Ursaluna, so that's a problem. I do at least get an Intimidate into it here. Let's see. Just gonna send some super effective attacks into these Pokemon. Vacuum Wave doesn't quite KO. Staraptor doesn't get its attack off. Ursaluna, of course, Assault Vest, no Protect. Try to pick up Komodo, see if they let me, but I'll just drop to their Ursaluna. And so that's the end of the tournament run. Mono Normal, undefeated in Swiss, but promptly dropped in Top Cut. I don't know why a spectator is saying GG, but hey, so it goes. This is, of course, the drawback of a monotype team. I didn't really have anything that I could throw at the clanging scales. I guess I could have used Wigglytuff. Maybe if I took this back to the drawing board, I would use Wigglytuff, but I think this is probably my only mono normal experiment, at least for a while. It was just a silly idea that I came up with. Silly idea I came up with when I was working on a different monotype team, the Ghost one, which had more thought put into it and I think was somewhat better. In any case, that's the tournament. That was mono normal. Like I said, I'm probably going to get a little bit more serious with the teams that I build now. Although I have some pre-recorded stuff that goes into some very gimmicky territory that'll be coming out over the next month and a half. But in any case,